Hey, hope everyone's doing good. I just got done milling some white oak. Apologize for the noise, it's the wind turbines. But this big pile of white oak sawdust. I'm making a bunch of battens for my house that I'm building. And the battens that I'm building need to be kind of thin. So they're only going to be about a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. So they're not very thick. But I'm going to attach that in my ICF and then kind of put a water barrier, vapor barrier, like a Tyvek material between my battens and my metal. So that way it kind of has a backup vapor and moisture barrier along with the ICF. But here's some beams that came along with it that I made from the white oak. The outside was real fuzzy or rotten, so couldn't make like slabs out of it, but I was able to make a couple beams out of it extra. Plus I got a lot of really nice firewood out of it. I probably could have got a little bit more out of that lumber wise, but what I wanted to show here was these are the battens. These are all white oak. White oak mill is really nice, thin, so it doesn't warp or twist a lot. Now when the board's wider, say over 6 inches, it wants to kind of cup, so that's why I went ahead and made them 3 inches. It doesn't want to cup. I may pre-drill these if splitting is a problem, but I've used them before at 3 inches, and honestly with most screws, depends on the screw you're using, but I really don't have a problem with it. Actually giving these a borax bath. So this is a borax solution. I'm soaking it into it, and hopefully the borax will soak into the boards and kind of give it a little treatment from insects and fungus. So hopefully that works out. But one last thing I just want to give an update on was how thin can you mill. I did a video before on how thin you can actually mill boards before they have a problem. It's going to depend on the species. Like I said, the white oak seems like 6 inches was fine. Now here, well, 6 inches would actually cut. So like 3 inches would be good on the white oak. Now this is even wider. I want to say this is 8 inches of hickory, and it hasn't really cupped at all. Now I don't know what it's going to do when I put it out, you know, more in the open. It may want to cup up, but so far it hasn't. The white oak had a tendency to, so that's why I went ahead and cut it in half, made 3-inch strips, but the hickory I actually left. So I'll give an update if anything changes, you know, when it hits, you know, fresh air inside the house. If it starts to cup, I probably do need to cut those in half, because I'm sure it's going to be an issue cupping, you know, whenever they're only, you know, 7/16 or maybe even, you know, 3/8 of an inch thick. Once they dry, I cut them, basically it's the kerf of the blade and 1/2 inch, so it starts out less than 1/2 inch. So you're looking at more like 7/16, and then by the time it dries, it's like 3/8. It may even be like closer to a 1/4 inch, the battens, whenever they dry. But being that it's white oak, it holds up really nicely. It's a really tough wood. It's rot resistant anyways, but like I said, I went ahead and put that borax bath on it. As you can see, my planer still hasn't been used yet. Dogs got a hold of it, but I haven't got a hold of it yet. I've just been too busy. I've been installing windows, doors, staircases. I had a friend come from Alaska, and he's been helping me with that, so that's been great. And I still have this walnut up here to mill, up here on the bunks. But I'm gonna do that, and I also got the blade sharpener. I want to get out and try it. So hopefully, I know I've been promising this for a while, but hopefully within the next few weeks, I'll be getting all those videos out. The walnut, the blade sharpener, and the planer. So with that, hope everyone's having a good day, and good luck on your milling adventures.